Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you right now is a bunch of lefties on TikTok lamenting, screaming, and crying about the fact that the would-be assassin missed. Now, I'm going to show you all of these things to lay the groundwork for the video we're going to do tonight, and also the coming videos where Democrats are going to try to back off 8 years of rhetoric of calling Trump Hitler, which would basically lay the groundwork for something like this to happen, or at least attempted to happen. But I'm going to show you these things right now. But before I do that, I want to make sure I hit something very important. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on, because as you can see, this green-skinned, one-horned fiend of a human being thing monster is the YouTube algorithm looking to deprive you of your subscription, interrupting your prescription of freedom for the 2A specifically. So make sure that guy has not eaten your prescription, because it happens all the time and you will be worse off if he has his way. So make sure his gluttonous appetite for your subscription is not appeased. Financial fraud happens everywhere in the United States every single day, and like you, I am vulnerable to it as well. My own personal story, my wife has had her credit card stolen while she was getting gas and would never have noticed that our money was being used incrementally across the United States had she not been looking directly at the app when it was occurring. It is because of this story that I'm happy to partner with our sponsor, Aura. Now, Aura is an easy-to-use app that includes everything you need to stay safe online. In fact, recently, Ticketmaster was hacked and the data of 560 million users were put up for sale on the dark web. Aura protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the dark web where criminals sell stolen information, looking for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers. It alerts you fast if it finds anything. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now at Aura, they will give you a 2-week free trial with my link. Go to my sponsored link, aura.com, in the description box below and get your 2-week free trial for yourself. And thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring this content. And make sure it is active. And with that said, let's get right into the crazy. Because, let's be honest, there's plenty of it right now. So everything that I'm about to show you, a little thing for the YouTubies, it's under fair use. This is made and added in a commentary stance to add more context to what we're going to say and do in future videos. So now that I've said that, let's get right to the goodness, because there's some stuff that I've got to show you, and I got to get the monster out of here and show you some different versions of monsters. So what I'm about to break down for you is TikTok. And they've been posted on Twitter. Now, I've got this in the wrong order, so I don't want to do it wrong, because I got to show you the right thing first. This guy is a peach. I mean, man, if it wasn't so depressing what he talks about, I'm going to be honest, I'd laugh a lot harder. But let me get in here and show you what's happening, and we're going to add some context and flavor to this. So without further ado, volume is all the way up. Let's hit it.
How do you miss that? We don't miss those! Come on, man! Fuck! We don't miss those! Sunshot at greatness! To be mentioned in the history books! And you miss the shot! Fuck! What fucking shit? How do you miss that?
I'm going to be honest, if the guy wasn't crazy, that could be one of the funniest things ever. Now, of course, he's talking about the failed Trump assassination. Behold, the TikTok left. But anyway, we're going to repurpose that going forward because it really is that great. But that's just one. So the very people who are going to line up to say that the rhetoric needs to be toned down, like Biden just did tonight, yeah, he's the guy who's been doing the rhetoric building. Who's been on the mainstream media doing all the rhetoric building? We've got to say all this stuff now and show you examples so that the next videos that we do have basis. Because we've got tons and tons. Like I said, there's going to be another one tonight after this one. But let's go to another one. Who doesn't love when a lefty grabs the camera in a car? All right, let's get to this one because they're just all so much of something.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew and he missed? We were a second away. We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed. There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it. We were a centimeter away.
Yeah, That checks out. I don't know why there had to be a white man attached to the trigger, and I can say that because I am one. I don't know what the correlation is there, but good job, parents. So now we've got 2 episodes of younger children in America who are on TikTok not having a second to process their thoughts, so they, of course, turned on a camera and started screaming about something. But they're both lamenting the idea that a would-be assassin failed. Keep this in mind when the left is going to go out and say that all the rhetoric is unfounded and we have to turn down the temperature. I'm going to be honest. I want the temperature turned down as well. Political violence is not acceptable. But also, accountability is coming. Because political accountability is absolutely required when you have raised the temperature up to this level. Okay? Again, I'm laying the groundwork. Let's go to a third one, because I'm not gonna do you guys wrong. I got a bunch of receipts.
So somebody shot at Trump at a rally like a couple of minutes ago, and it grazed him by the ear. There was some bleeding. And whoever did that, like, if you're gonna, like, do this, can you, like, pick somebody who knows how to shoot a gun? Like, can you imagine? Like, even the person who shot JFK was like a fucking sniper. And, like, imagine going to jail for popping someone's ear. Like, if you're gonna do it, like, do it.
Very good. Very good. If you're gonna do it, like, do it. Only one problem. Lee Harvey Oswald? Yeah. He wasn't really a sniper, and he also used a bolt action, and there were no gun control calls there. That's coming in another video. Guys, we've got content on content on content, so make sure that you are sharing these things out and you are subscribed, because wow, is this about to be a fiasco. Because gun controllers are going to get their say in a second too. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So now, we're just talking about if you're going to do it, do it. I mean, it's grazed his ear. These are all voting population people. But don't worry. The left on TikTok and the left and the next generation, they don't want any type of rhetoric or violence. Because that's what the Democrats are going to tell you. Again, I'm doing this video, laying everything going forward for the groundwork. Because it's coming. Don't worry. I promise you. And I got one last one coming out of a movie theater. Because if you're going to do it, I mean, do it. So let's get to that one.
Just got out of the movies, and for a split second, I thought Donald Trump had been assassinated. And I thought to myself, this is the best fucking day of my life. And then he wasn't. So it's the worst day of my life.
It was the best day of your life, but then he wasn't. It turned out the assassin didn't actually accomplish their mission. The assailant was shot and situation was dealt with. And now it's the worst day of your life because it didn't work out. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these things, and I'm going to come back to the big screen for this part to make sure it's perfectly clear. What we're fighting against is a bunch of people who view tyranny, as long as it's their tyranny, carte blanche to do anything that they want, right? It's not all Democrats. And I'll be the first one to tell you right now, it is not all Democrats. Because even Democrats, everyday, normal, middle-of-the-road Democrats, aren't for the level of gun control the left is. They aren't for this type of political violence. They simply aren't. And in fact, the sooner that middle population stands up and tells the left, the far left, to sit down and stop talking, the better. It'll happen eventually. But the main thing here is you've got a group of people who are fine with tyranny, who are fine with murder, who are fine with assassinations, as long as it behooves their political preferences. And it filters into everything that they want to do. You don't need to have your gun rights because I don't care about guns. But don't you dare touch my abortion rights because I care about my abortion. Don't you dare touch my First Amendment rights because I care about that one. But don't you dare say anything about the immigration because I don't care about that one. Right? In fact, if you do, you're an ist of some sort or kind. Everything that I'm showing you is directly related to what we've been seeing. The rhetoric building. And I was talking to one of my friends today, a few moments ago. Every single person that is in this age group has been fed half of their lives, genuinely half of their lives, a steady stream of Trump is Hitler. 8 years. These people are in their early 20s. Well, if you're in your early 20s and you've got 8 years of it, that's about 40% of your life you've been fed a good, steady diet of propaganda. Just saying, that's what we're fighting with, and I will see you on the next video tonight. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.